Good morning, students. Welcome back to our economics class. Today, we will learn about central bank and its functions. It is the last chapter of the second unit, Money and Banking. So, let's start our class.
After watching this video, you will be able to understand the meaning and functions of central bank. You know it that central bank is an apex body that controls, operates, regulates and directs the entire banking system and monetary structure of the country. Apex body means it is the supreme body, means it is the banker's bank, and it controls and operates, regulates and directs the entire banking system. Entire banking system which includes commercial banks and all the monetary structure of the country. In context of India, Reserve Bank of India is known as the central bank of the country. Reserve Bank of India was established on April 1935 under the Reserve Bank of India Act passed in 1934. On January 1st, 1949, Reserve Bank of India was nationalized and started working as central bank of a country. The headquarters of Reserve Bank of India is situated in Mumbai and it has 26 departments and 26 regional offices. The accounting year of Reserve Bank of India is 1st July to 30th June. Now, there is the importance of Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India works as the central bank of India and it controls the monetary situation of the country. It is the apex body, which means the supreme body, and supervises the banking structure and monetary system of the country. And it also plays very important role for the development of agriculture and industries in our country. These are the functions of central bank which we will explain one by one. The very first and important function of the central bank is monetary authority function of the central bank, which is also known as bank of issue function of central bank of the country. Central bank has the sole authority for issue currency in the country. It means that central bank or Reserve Bank of India has the authority for issuing the currency in the country. In India, RBI has the sole right of issuing paper currency. Paper currency means notes except 1 rupee and coins which are issued by the Ministry of Finance. All the currency issued by central bank is its monetary liability. That is, central bank is obliged to back the currency with assets of equal value to enhance the public confidence in paper currency. The notes issued by central bank is under unlimited legal tender and it follows the minimum reserve system for issuing currency. Under it, RBI has a reserve of rupees 200 crores fund in which 115 crore rupees are in terms of gold and rest 85 crore rupees are in terms of foreign securities. So, RBI has to follow the minimum reserve system for issuing currency in the country. The importance of monetary authority or bank of issue. It brings uniformity in note circulation because the notes are being issued by the central bank in all over the country. That's why there is uniformity in the note circulation. And central bank has the power to influence money supply in the country because currency with public is a part of money supply. And it is easy to control and monitoring by the government to the central bank with respect to issue of notes, and it also ensures public faith in the currency system because the currency is issued by the central bank and it helps in stabilization of internal and external value of the currency. Function of the central bank is banker to the government. as the name shows, that central bank works for the government of the country. I told you earlier also that central bank is the bank which does not have the public dealings, but it deals with the government of the country. RBI acts as a banker, agent and a financial advisor to the central government and all the state governments. Because RBI is known as the banker to the government, so whenever there is any advice related with the finance, central government takes the advice of RBI. Not only the central government, but all the state governments also take the advice from RBI time to time. As a banker to the government, it manages accounts of the government. Because government keeps all the accounts in the central bank, so it is the duty of the RBI to keep or to manage the government's account. As an agent, it provides short-term loans to the government to fulfill the temporary gap between public expenditure and public receipts. Sometimes when there is public expenditure more and public receipts are less, then that time central bank provides loans to the government so that the gap between expenditure and receipt can be fulfilled, and it also collects receipts and make payments on behalf of the government. As an advisor, it frames policies to regulate the money market. Central bank is known as the advisor of the government, and time to time it advises the government to frame different kinds of policies to regulate the money market in the country. Importance of bankers to the government. As a banker to the government, it is easy to manage accounts of the government by the RBI. RBI sells and buys all the securities of the government also, and it advises the government related with the economic matters, and time to time it also provides loan to the government. Central bank acts as a banker's bank, means all the commercial banks comes under central bank. Another function of the central bank is banker's bank and supervisor. Central bank work as a banker's bank, which means that all the commercial banks bank is central bank. That's why it is known as the apex bank or the supreme bank of the country, because all the commercial banks comes under the central bank only. Almost the same relations with other banks in the country as the commercial bank has with its customers. So central bank has almost the same relations with other commercial banks as commercial bank has the relations with us. RBI accepts deposits of the commercial banks and also provide loans to them. RBI time to time give the loan to the commercial banks and accept all the deposits of the commercial banks, because all commercial banks has to open the account in the RBI or central bank. RBI also provides clearing house facility to the commercial banks, which we will read in the next or in the coming function. In its supervisory role, the central bank ensures that the commercial bank show compliance to its directives relating with CRR and SLR. So, the central bank also supervises that whether the commercial bank follows all the rules and regulations related with the cash reserve ratio and statutory liquidity ratio or not. So, central bank supervises the commercial banks also. So, these are the function related with bankers, bank and supervisor as a central bank. So here we have importance of bankers, bank and supervisor. As a bankers, bank and supervisor, it is easy to control and monitoring the banking system of the country, and it works in favor of the customers for the commercial banks. So central bank is the bank who controls the monetary system in the country. Another function is lender of the last resort, which is very important function of the central bank. It means that if a commercial bank fails to get financial accommodation from anywhere means from the other financial institutions or from the market, then it approaches the central bank as the lender of the last resort. So ultimately it has to go to the central bank for the loan, and central bank provides loan to the commercial banks. So central bank advances loan on the two bases. First, against the approved securities, and without securities also central bank provides loan to the commercial banks. RBI do this because RBI holds reserves of the commercial banks. As we studied earlier that all commercial banks has to maintain the minimum reserve with RBI. So RBI give on the basis of these reserves to the commercial bank. So RBI provides loan on the basis of reserves which is having by him through the commercial banks. So lender of the last resort is very important function of the central bank. By offering loans to the commercial banks in situation of emergency, central bank ensures that the banking system of a country does not suffer any setback and that money market remains stable and there should not be money crisis in the country. Lender of the last resort has importance also, like it brings stability in the banking system because central bank helps the commercial bank, so it brings the economic stability and the availability of sufficient fund for RBI, and RBI or central bank has the sufficient funds, that's why he is able to provide it to the commercial bank, and it also maintaining sufficient liquidity. Liquidity means cash with commercial banks so that commercial banks do not suffer with any setback. So central bank helps the commercial bank to maintain sufficient cash reserves so that there should not be any loss in the country. Custodian of foreign exchange reserve, it is the another function of RBI. Custodian of foreign exchange. Central bank is the custodian of nation's foreign exchange reserve. It is the most important function of the RBI. RBI exercises managed floating to ensure stability of exchange rate in the international money market. Time to time, RBI buy and sell the foreign securities in the international money market. We will read this managed floating in the last chapter of macroeconomics in detail. Importance of custodian of foreign exchange reserve. It brings stability in the foreign exchange rate because through managed floating, RBI brings the stability in the foreign exchange rate in the international money market. It also develops faith in international trade and it is easy to cope up with the adverse balance of payment conditions. Adverse balance of payment conditions are those conditions in which balance of payment is not good for our country. Means here we are getting less receipts and more payments are being done. So at that time, custodian of foreign exchange reserve helps to cope up with this situation. We will read this in detail in the last chapter of macroeconomics. Next function of central bank is clearing house function. It is also one of the most important function of the central bank. Central Bank or Reserve Bank of India performs the function of clearing house because all commercial banks have their accounts in the RBI or central bank and they have to maintain some reserve in it. Here we can explain it with the help of one example. Seema, a customer of Punjab National Bank, has made a payment of rupees 6 lakhs rupees through check to Reena, who is a customer of State Bank of India. And similarly, Ankit, customer of SBI, made payments of 8 lakh rupees to Ankur, who is the customer of Punjab National Bank. Now, the SBI has net liability of rupees 2 lakh, which is 8 minus 6, that is 2 lakh rupees. So what the RBI will do? RBI will deduct 2 lakh from the account of SBI and deposit in the account of PNB or Punjab National Bank. So this is known as the clearing house function. Importance of clearing house function: it avoid transfer of cash between banks, as all commercial banks have the reserves in the central bank, so there is no need of transfer of cash between the banks, and it is very easy to clear the liabilities also. Another function of the central bank is control of credit or credit control. It is very important function of the central bank, because central bank or Reserve Bank of India is the one who has the monetary authority and who can control the credit in the country. So credit control is the principal function of Reserve Bank of India. It implies increase or decrease in the supply of money in the economy by regulating credit creation by the commercial banks. Whenever there is increase in supply of money or decrease in supply of money, so central bank is the one who can control it. During inflationary conditions, Central Bank or Reserve Bank of India try to reduce the credit creation process, and during deflation, Central Bank or RBI try to expand the credit creation process. So for controlling credit, RBI uses two types of quantitative and qualitative tools under monetary policy, which we will read in the another video of the money and banking. Importance of credit control: it brings economic stability in the economy because it removes the inflation or deflationary situations from the country, and it also protects people from adverse economic functions, and it also maintains the growth of agriculture and industry, because through the credit control of central bank, agriculture and industrial growth is possible.
Thank you all. In the next video, we will discuss about the credit control functions of RBI, and it is also called qualitative and quantitative techniques of credit control.